Good day family, welcome to Gist TV. If you're new here, grab your popcorn and click the subscribe button while we dive into tonight's gist. Picture the whirlwind of a public romance suddenly fading into the shadows, where the real magic, or heartbreak, happens away from the prying eyes of social media. It's like watching a blockbuster movie pivot from explosive action scenes to those intimate, whisper-quiet moments that hit you right in the feels. In this tale, the protagonist steps back from the online circus, ditching the viral post and heated debates for something far more profound, a private quest for resolution. This isn't about grand gestures or winning over the crowd anymore, it's a mature evolution, a conscious choice to tackle the core issues head-on, without the noise of likes and shares distorting the truth. Picture it, the exhaustion of public scrutiny giving way to a serene, personal battlefield where emotions are raw and unfiltered. It's a bold move, signaling growth, like shedding an old skin to reveal a more authentic self. No more feeding the drama machine, instead, it's about nurturing genuine healing. This shift captivates because it mirrors our own lives. How many times have we realized that true change blooms in silence, not spectacle? It pulls you in, making you root for that quiet victory, wondering if this understated approach will finally bridge the gap that's been tearing them apart. Now, zoom in on that pivotal visit. It's not a desperate plea for rings or forever promises, but something simpler, yet infinitely more vulnerable, a request to just be understood. Think of it as peeling back layers in a mystery novel, where the hero doesn't demand the treasure but craves the map to the other's heart. This isn't about forcing a fairy tale ending, it's a raw appeal for clarity, for that human spark of connection that says, see me for who I am. In a world obsessed with labels and commitments, this stands out like a beacon, pure, unadorned longing for empathy over obligation. It's the kind of moment that tugs at your soul, reminding you of those late-night conversations where words flow freely, unburdened by expectations. The beauty lies in its humility, no ultimatums, just an open invitation to bridge the emotional divide. You can't help but lean in, imagining the tension in the air, the unspoken hopes hanging like mist. Will this plea unlock doors long shut, or reveal walls too high to scale? It's this depth that keeps you hooked, turning a simple ask into a profound exploration of what it truly means to be known in love's complex dance. Delve into the courage it takes to extend that olive branch after waves of rejection and judgment. It's not accidental, it's a masterclass in chosen humility. Envision a warrior laying down their sword, not in defeat, but in pursuit of peace, trading ego for a shot at redemption. This deliberate step away from pride's fortress shows a soul willing to vulnerability's edge, approaching without demands or defenses raised high. It's electrifying, like they come before a storm in an epic saga, where the hero chooses dialogue over do. No aggression, no sense of entitlement, just a quiet resolve to try one last time, hoping sincerity pierces through the scars. This act resonates deeply because it echoes universal struggles. Who hasn't swallowed their pride for love? The intrigue builds as you ponder the internal battles fought to reach this point, the self-reflection that forged this path. It draws you deeper, making you empathize with the risk, the potential for more pain or profound healing. In this narrative, humility isn't weakness, it's the ultimate power move, one that could rewrite the story's end in ways no public outcry ever could. Consider the exquisite art of timing in this unfolding drama. It's not a rash impulse born from turmoil, but a calculated pause after storms have passed, allowing reflection to brew like a fine wine. Imagine the characters in a thriller, waiting for the perfect moment to strike, turning what could be impulsive into something weighted with intention. This delay adds gravity, transforming a simple outreach into a thoughtful manifesto, free from the haze of heated emotions. It's the difference between a knee-jerk reaction and a chess master's strategic play, where silence has marinated the words into something potent. You feel the suspense mounting, like pages turning slower in a gripping novel, each tick of the clock amplifying the stakes. Why now? What insights emerged in the quiet? This element keeps you riveted, dissecting the psychology behind it, how time heals wounds or sharpens resolve. In love's labyrinth, timing isn't just everything, it's the invisible thread weaving possibility. It invites you to reflect on your own life pauses, those moments when waiting elevated an action from ordinary to extraordinary, pulling you further into the story's emotional core. At the heart of this pivot stands Maurice's mother, a pillar shaped by values of harmony, dignity, and enduring tranquility, qualities that make her the unsung architect of potential reconciliation. Picture her as the wise elder in a timeless fable, valuing so deep alignment over fleeting sparks, insisting on respect as the foundation for any lasting bond. In her world, public spectacles pale against the intimacy of a private encounter, where true characters reveal themselves without filters. This makes the requested meeting a sacred ground, far richer than any online apology or grand declaration. It's compelling, like uncovering hidden depths in a character arc, where her influence subtly steers the plot toward authenticity. You can't look away, fascinated by how her principles could tip the scales, would they foster understanding or expose irreconcilable differences. Her role adds layers of intrigue, blending maternal wisdom with the story's tension, reminding us that behind every great decision lurks the quiet guidance of those who see beyond the surface. In this narrative, her values aren't just backstory, they're the compass pointing toward possible peace, drawing you in with the promise of heartfelt resolution. Then there's the profound weight of that unanswered quiet, not a slammed door, but a thoughtful breath, indicating the gravity with which the play is pondered. Envision it as the suspenseful interlude in a symphony, where silence speaks volumes, building anticipation note by note. Here, the absence of words isn't dismissal, it's deliberation, a sign that the request has landed in fertile soil, being mulled over with care. This nuance captivates, turning what could be frustrating into a masterful stroke of storytelling, where pauses reveal character depths. You hang on every implied thought, wondering what deliberations swirl in the mind, doubts, hopes, memories resurfacing. It's this uncertainty that glues you to the edge, mirroring real-life ambiguities where silence often precedes breakthroughs. In love's delicate balance, such moments test patience and faith, inviting speculation, will it bloom into acceptance or fade into finality? The elegance of this silence elevates the tale, making it not just a romance, but a meditation on how we process the profound, keeping your curiosity ignited through the emotional haze. Contrast that with the clash between a mother's gut feeling and the clamor of outside voices. It's like a detective trusting their hunch over circumstantial evidence, prioritizing personal vibe over hearsay. In this scenario, instincts honed by years of life experience trump the fragmented tales from afar, setting the stage for a direct encounter that could shatter illusions or affirm suspicions. The drama intensifies here, as you imagine the potential revelations, a meeting that rewrites narratives, exposing truths hidden in plain sight. It's riveting, akin to a plot twist in a psychological thriller, where intuition battles perception. You dive deeper, enthralled by the human element, how mothers often cut through noise to the essence, guided by an invisible bond. This dynamic adds suspense, will face-to-face clarity align with preconceptions or forge new paths? It pulls at your empathy, reflecting those times when personal judgment overrides the crowd's roar. In weaving this thread, the story becomes a testament to trusting one's inner voice, captivating you with the possibility that one conversation could heal divides built on misunderstandings. Beneath it all simmers Maurice's own turmoil, not a lack of affection, but a hesitation rooted in unpreparedness, like a climber eyeing a peak they are not yet equipped to summit. Love pulses strong, yet the fear of monumental shifts, commitment's leap, holds him back, creating a relatable inner war between heart and head. Visualize it as the conflicted anti-hero in a saga, torn between desire and dread, where emotions clash like thunder. This vulnerability draws you in, making his struggle palpably human, who hasn't wrestled with timing in matters of the soul. The narrative thrives on this tension, exploring how attachment can coexist with apprehension, turning personal doubts into universal echoes. You're glued, dissecting his psyche, what fears lurk, what past shadows influence. It heightens the stakes, transforming the story from surface romance to a profound look at readiness's role in love. In this light, his conflict isn't villainy, it's the raw truth of growth, keeping you invested in whether he'll conquer the internal barriers or let them define the end. Yet, there's a cautionary undercurrent. Maurice's instinct to retreat under duress, even from well-meaning nudges, highlights how pressure can backfire spectacularly. It's like watering a plant too aggressively, good intentions drown the roots. This resistance underscores a key thrill in the tale, the delicate dance of influence, where pushing too hard scatters progress like leaves in the wind. You feel the frustration and fascination, pondering the psychology, how external forces, meant to help, often amplify fears. The story pauses with this irony, making you question, when does support cross into suffocation? It's this layer that keeps the narrative electric, mirroring real relationships where autonomy clashes with collective hopes. Dive into the what-ifs. Could less interference have smoothed the path? The intrigue builds as you empathize with his pullback, seeing it not as stubbornness, but self-preservation. In crafting this element, the plot becomes a mirror to our own dynamics, captivating with the reminder that true connection thrives in freedom, not force, pulling you deeper into the emotional labyrinth. The harsh reality woven throughout is that devotion, endurance, and grace don't always seal the deal. Love spark can flicker without igniting if stars misalign. Envision it as the bittersweet twist in a romance epic, where heroes pour their all only to face fate's indifferent hand. This truth stings yet mesmerizes, challenging fairy tale notions with grounded wisdom. Effort is noble, but outcomes elusive. You're hooked by the vulnerability, reflecting on personal echoes, those times when heart's investment yielded no return. The narrative thrives on this tension, exploring misalignment pain, turning potential triumph into poignant lessons. What if patience meets perpetual delay? This question fuels the suspense, making the story a compelling study in resilience amid uncertainty. It draws you in with its honesty, stripping illusions to reveal love's complexities. In this, the tale transcends romance, becoming a meditation on acceptance, keeping your attention riveted as you ponder the balance between hope and release, the fine line where trying turns to letting go. Finally, this lone outreach stands as the ultimate fork in the road, a defining juncture where paths diverge, promising either renewal or closure. Picture it as the climax in a gripping series, where one decision ripples eternally. Whether the meeting materializes or evaporates, its ripple effects could illuminate futures long shrouded, a doorway to togetherness or the key to moving on. The anticipation crackles, like the final pages of a novel you can't put down, loaded with possibilities. You're invested, speculating outcomes, reunions, joy, or farewell's peace. This moment encapsulates the story's essence, blending hope with realism, inviting reflection on life's pivotal turns. It captivates by mirroring our own crossroads, where choices echo profoundly. In this narrative pinnacle, clarity beckons, potentially mending or ending with grace. The thrill lies in the unknown, pulling you through to the edge, eager for resolution yet severing the suspense. And there you have it, folks, the intricate layers of a story that's as real as it gets, full of heart, hurdles, and those quiet moments that define us. If this tale resonated with you or sparked some thoughts on love, timing, and personal growth, drop your take in the comments below. Have you ever faced a similar crossroads? Let's chat about it. Your stories might just inspire someone else out there. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe for more deep dives, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay positive and keep those connections strong.